Hello there, Golf Freak here, and welcome back to some more Civ 5 as a Assyria where we last left off. I think the game is pretty much coming to a close right now. We've got probably win in the next election, and I could probably buy the rest of the city-states I need in that time. So we'll probably just shoot for a victory. I'm still not quite happy with my science level to start like a scientist spam. Sweet, it failed. We got 33 nay right there, finished it, and then 24 yay, 3 yay, 1 yay. Yep. I basically have control of the Congress. They need to show like the influence on this screen. Tell you what I will do though. Let's wait one more turn. And I have more than enough faith. Yep. You already hit my guts, so what's it to you? Amsterdam? Two turns, 2 turns. Do have enough to buy it. We'll just buy it. Why not? I have monies. Tank, sure. And I was going to purchase a Great Rider. 9,000. That's almost half of my... No, I'm not going to. That's just too much. Still think it was... I could have waited longer, gotten more bang for my buck, I guess, but I think it was still worth that initial boost. Make my next policy next turn anyway. Oh, that's him to me, not me to him. That's fine by me. Okay, get free thought. Boost my science even more. I don't think there's anything here I can get to boost my science. Okay, that's a significant boost. Am I building any other... There are any other significant buildings? Yeah, you are in 2 turns. Okay. I know what I will do. Hopefully I remember to do it. But I know what I will do. Why are you attacking Vancouver? Okay.
Computers are like Old Testament.
Okay. Step 1. Build the Great Firewall. Rush it with an engineer. Boom. Step 2. Find anybody that I can become allies with really easily. 108, which I can't really do easily. 85, 108, 22. Here we go. I can give them just 500. I think we're also trading with you, so that's fine. 17. Here's 500. Boost my science up even more. What about you? 9. Now I have lots of science and all the fun stuff. So that I can do this. So I would like to leave at least enough to buy a single range engineer. So just try to leave 2,500 points. I think that's it. Yep. But I do have enough to purchase a great engineer, which I will go ahead and do. Dang, double promotion. Which is nice, because it's right before I'm going to move them out of all my cities. Well, I guess I should probably still keep it in Nineveh. This is the city I'm suspecting that they'll take. And he's gone again. That's kind of sad. Alright, so, pop. Let's go ahead and figure out my tech. Going for satellites. Heck yes. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm glad I bought that other unit. So going for satellites, nuclear fusion. The internet, globalization, and future tech. Whatever you want. Okay, and pop.
A good.
And pop. Jeez. All kinds of stuffs. You're actually going to rush the Hubble Space Telescope? Or does it matter where? 2 free scientists, free spaceship factory in the city where it's built plus 25% when building spaceship parts. Oh, so there. Add to queue. Hubble Space Telescope is fine. Then you can come to here. Build me the CNN tower. The CN tower. Rush it. Rush it. Solar plant. Research. I don't know. I might have enough just to finish all of the techs. Okay, so I have a spy. So who don't I have enough of relations with? Malika? Move you to Malika. I'm gonna use like Chakota and Zanzibar. Go ahead and just move them out. Since I just killed 2 spies. Chakota. Not that it really matters at this point. I'm pretty sure I have enough votes regardless. And next turn. And this is why religion can be super overpowerful. I forgive you. Why? Because I'm probably going to end up winning this game. Wow, she beat me! That's fine, I get gold, which means I can buy more city-states before the vote. Hee hee. Not that I probably need it after getting all of those. Internet. And then we have just 88% globalization.
All men can.
Okay, oh, someone actually overtook me? How many votes do I have? 58. Okay, so there's the win right there. There's no way I'm gonna lose that. Space victory, I could definitely, or science victory, I could totally do. And there's almost no reason why I couldn't do it. But I mean, a win's a win at this point. And that investment of faith, that was actually, so that was basically my entire plan from the moment that I got my start. Is that was my end goal, and I did it. So, yay. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this game in 8 turns. We'll see how high all my stats were, how big I can get all those numbers to be. But all I know is that I got enough for one more tech after this. That's respectable.
Our scientific power has outrun us.
Yep, I'm going to finish this tech up with this. And they weren't even that far behind, which is the interesting thing. Tech-wise, I mean, I've started running loops around them because I have techs before they do, and I have great engineers, so I build the wonders, like, instantaneously. Oh, great artist. Perfect. I think I have a great artist. See, when is this? 9 turns? Oh, I'm not going to get it. I don't have enough faith to rush by one in time. Okay, well then, I suggest one of you just goes ahead and gets popped, and the other one goes for a golden age. St. George and the Dragon. Yay! Yay! 5 turns to enact the world leader. Oh, good for it. Dang, so they're actually doing really well tech-wise. Just a couple of them are falling way behind. In fact, I bet you since Pedro's dead, the median has gone way up. So let's see. 75. I just got these texts just a second ago, though. That's the whole thing. It's like, yeah, I'm 4 texts beyond them, but I literally just got them. So, yeah. Part of me is a little bit bummed that I got this start with Assyria, not like Morocco. Because, oh my gosh, with Morocco, this game would have been over, like, hands down. Even earlier. 2 turns. 5 turns, connect truffles. I need another 0 influence, huh? Well, here's 25. How much more do I need with you? 86, huh? Well, here's 1,000, and for a kicker, another 1,000. How about you? How many do you need? 109. That makes this a little more difficult. Here's 125. And how about you? Oh, that's all you needed. You want us to be friends. You search for science now. I mean, come on, really? Oh, I finished that. That is a correct statement. Alright. So, I don't know if I've even met everyone. Let's look at the World Congress. 2 from city-state. So there is a city-state that I haven't met yet. There. A city-state I haven't met yet. There. So I know all but 3 city-states. Works for me. Don't I know? Probably someone like on this continent. Yerevan, I'm guessing. Yep, doesn't look like it. It's definitely one of them. Oh, wow, I met you and you're right there. Can't zoom out any farther, which is kind of a eh. I liked how in Civ 4 you could back out of the entire world map. And I remember a couple times it was hilarious because if you backed out when the world was just enough revealed, you would actually see, like, the face of one of the characters.
1.
Jerusalem is in awe of me. Well, what's not to be in awe from? That's so modest. Assign delegates. Boop. Boop. There we go. So I won on turn 541. That was a big, I mean, from going where I was a little bit ago, which was, you know, basically saying, hey, it's turn 500. And I'm like, you know, I think I could go for a victory. And 40 turns later, getting a victory. I mean, the science victory I could get in another 5 turns if I wanted to. Just started building everything. But let's just finish this game up. That's what I say anyway. Alright, so, now as to why I won this game. Why, I'll give, it's one word. Salt. That is the primary reason I won this game. But, so, there are a few other things though. The first one is that I started out with Salt, and I got my second city out by turn 106, which isn't even that fast. Or by turn 100, which is 66. That's not very fast at all. I got my second city out kind of late-ish. But the fact that it was a solid desert and I got Petra up there was the other kicker. I got the +1 faith from desert tiles, which ultimately got me the quicker win because I was able to, and I was smart enough to go down to get the Reformation belief to let me buy all of the great people or whatever with faith. So, just buy a bunch of things and that boosts me even farther, and I get a ton of great people, and that just helped me boost it there. So, as to the next game, we will be playing as the last Brave New World Civ that I have yet to play as at all, which will be Indonesia. We'll play as Mada, Indonesia. It will still be difficulty 6, and the reason why it's still 6 is because, A, this game was a great game. If I got this game on difficulty 8, or if I got something similar to this set up on difficulty 8, I would have a really good shot at difficulty 8. I wouldn't get as many wonders, and I would probably be fighting a lot more, but ultimately, I'd have trouble, but this would definitely be a great map to play that on. The other thing, the reason why I'm playing difficulty 6 is because, A, I could have very easily died if I hadn't been smart and built up some units when he attacked, and possibly if Amsterdam wasn't, non-aggressive. So there's just so many random variables for winning. It's kind of a burden. So that's why I'm playing difficulty 6. However, I will, after that difficulty 6 game, assuming that it's going to be before Beyond Earth comes out, possibly, I will definitely be doing it at some point. I won't give up on Civ 5 even when Beyond Earth comes out. I will be doing a difficulty 8 game as Poland on Epic, and then see how that goes. If it goes okay, I don't have to win, but if it goes okay, then I might do a difficulty 8 marathon game as Germany. Maybe. And go for a domination victory there. But that's the idea. Another comment that bugged me earlier was, hey, you picked the wrong ideology. You should have picked Order. Being a big Civ, you should have picked Order because it gives you great production and great science. And I totally agree with that statement. It gives you the plus 25% great person points, which is the same as freedom. So that there negates it. If you have a factory, which I almost always do, you get a 25% bonus with one of the ideology slots. And then with the there's an additional one that gives all, I think it's all mines and quarries an additional production, and then 2 production overall, or something like that, or something like that. And that gives you a lot of production, and you're totally right, it does. But that was not my plan. My plan was effectively, as you saw, it was while my religion covered my great people, I ultimately handled my science by A, having a lot of specialists, and B, by getting city-state allies. So in doing that, I still got a ton of science. 25%? Possibly. I'm not sure. You'd have to do the math and go back and play the game through again. But ultimately, I liked this method a lot better because I got the less unhappiness from specialists and the less food cost for specialists, which means that I get a ton of specialists, a ton of great people points, a ton of science with the right policy. I get plus I think it's secularism, plus 2 science, and that gives me a ton of science right there. I mean, if I have, let's say, how many slots? Maybe say 10 slots per city. And they're all filled because they all want, the manager all wants them there. So that's 20 science right there. On top of that, let's say 100%, assuming that that's the baseline, 40 science. So 40 science, if you add 25%, make 25% equal 40. I have to do this in my head, which I'll probably do wrong. It's 160. So each city has to at least be getting 160 science. In order for that to roughly, in fact, it's probably more than that. I think the default with the right buildings, you get the 50% there. It's 150% with the right policies. So it's 60, which is 240 based science in order for it to be. And there's different things like what's your population and what's that. But my third highest, so Nineveh, I'm looking at. Actually, let's just go in. So if we look at Nineveh, which is my awesome city, it's 543. So so it has a 200% modifier, 181 base. So it's a 360 base with 100%. That's fine. If we go into Assur, 290, and I believe my next highest, if my thing is reading right, is Gal. Or Gale, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but I'm assuming it's Gal. Is 196. So, I mean, it just drops off. 168. So, you know, it's totally viable. Totally viable to go down order. However, given that I wanted to get friendly with all the city-states focusing on trade routes, the policy where I get +4 per turn is just ridiculously good. So basically, I got the science. I didn't get the production, but then you can argue that, oh, but my increased growth gives me more production as well as science. Because, I mean, I have size 35 cities. I wouldn't be that high with order. So, you know, it's one of those things where I feel like the two major benefits of order being the production and the science, while they are an initial, like as soon as you get it, they're almost an instant boon. They are diminished by freedom in general, being that you can have like specialists. See how many specialists I have in here. I mean, look at this. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then 14, 16, 17 specialists here. We go to Nineveh. So that's 74. And that's just because I have so many locked, I bet. I have so many locked tiles. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. You know, so it's one of those things where order is an more instantaneous result. I just feel that freedom is a better investment, and then it gives additional benefits on top of what order gives. So that's, you know, my opinion. Feel free to disagree with it. You know, but that's the primary reason. I would go down order if I honestly had a smaller, it's like you said, big empires. If I had like, let's say I had like this was my empire right here, these 5 cities, or let's make it these 3. We'll just say it's these 3. I'd go down order. Probably, I mean, I could still go down freedom, and I think that would still be a very viable choice. But the thing is, like, this city has tons of hills. Tons of hills. That'd be a ton of production. I'd have a factory in each city. I'd get coal somewhere. I might settle a 4th city or something up there. But anyway, that to me is a more viable option. But I don't think larger civs, because I like to go both tall and wide, which is something that you're not supposed to do. But because I like to do that, freedom complements my playstyle a lot better. And I just feel like great people. I mean, you saw it there. I went from, what was it? I went from having like these techs. I had this tech and all of these techs to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-ish more techs just from great people within 2 turns. So, like, to me, I'd say, I mean, mainly that was religion and not freedom. But I still got them more quickly because I had more specialists available. And I got ones that just popped up and gave slightly more than I would have gotten from just my faith alone. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. So, the next Civ 5 game, I'm not sure when it's going to start. We're still currently recording the multiplayer. It's going very slowly. We may decide to quit or not because it is going so very slowly, not only when we're playing, or getting us together, but when we're playing it. So that could be postponed, and we'll do a different format to kind of speed it up. So that's on the hold. So, and then we have the difficulty 6 followed by difficulty 8. And then probably Beyond Earth, because that comes out in... When does that come out? I don't have that on my calendar. Shame on me. I bet you I don't have it on my calendar. I've got every other game besides that. I want to say it comes out in October, but I could be wrong. There may not be a release date for it yet. Let's look this up. Beyond Earth release date. The third quarter of 2014. Which is October-ish. Is that... Oh, nope, it's... Oh, because, right, because the third... okay. Its set release date is December 31st. Okay, so that's much later than I thought it would be. And I believe the way that they do that is because the first quarter is like the set... Okay. Right, the third quarter is the end of the year. Technically, it depends. Well, it says it's going to be out this fall for $50. Yet it says okay. I'm reading two things. It says it's going to be out this fall for $50, which to me third quarter says like October, and up here it says release date December 31st, 2014. Let me try to buy it. Pre-order now. What does it tell me? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you really should figure that out. Let's see, what does the release date they have? They have the release date as 12/31. So it possibly just got pushed back. And that's fine. Push it back for all I care. Just release it this year. Anyway, it's time for me to cut this video off. I've been rambling more than enough. So, yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.